Today we're starting off by filling the car up with gas, but before we do that, there's something really cool that I want to show you. This is a Dekotora truck in Japan. They're known as just being absolutely crazy and insane and amazing. And I think my favorite thing about this is this is a one-piece themed one. See all the one-piece kind of like printing on it? All the little lights, all these little stars light up, like on the wheel and everything. Like, seriously, how epic is that? You can see the wires that power them going into the hub. So cool. Dekotora trucks, man. We need to see more of this. Very, very cool. What an epic start to the video. I love that. Hell yeah. One piece everywhere on it. Even up the top there, if you can see it. You can kind of see the one piece characters up there. Very cool. All right, let's fill the car up with gas, and then we need to head to Yashio Factory to work on the S15. ASMR gas time. Just arrived at the one and only Yashio Factory, and just look at this pink S15 lineup right here. That's goals right there, guys. All right, let's get inside, get straight onto the S15. We got a bunch more work to try and get done today. Hopefully, I can actually get the roll cage done. That would be awesome. Just arrived at the one and only Yashio Factory, and just look at this pink S15 lineup right here. That's goals right there, guys. All right, let's get inside, get straight onto the S15. We got a bunch more work to try and get done today. Hopefully, I can actually get the roll cage done. That would be awesome. Okay, so we've been working on the cage, which has been a bit of a two-man job. So getting the bolts and everything undone from under the car. I've been hitting and tackling from under the car while Ako-chan's been sitting in the top, putting the spanner on the bolt, and then I've just been smashing them off with the rattle gun. We've got this whole side off now. And by the way, thanks to whoever installed the roll cage previously in this car, because they used a random set of 12s and 13s. So we have to keep switching between, you know, sockets and spanners. It's a pain in the butt, because you know how much 13 bolts look like either 14s or 12, and you always keep grabbing the wrong ones. Anyways, we're gonna keep at it, and I'll give you guys an update once I start getting to like unbolting the cage internally and pulling out the seats and things like that, and getting all the interior sorted out. Note to self, don't take apart a roll cage inside a car when it's like 38 degrees, because it sucks. I am completely drenched in sweat, but we got these arms undone. I got this bar out already in the front across the top. I literally have to undo these two bolts here, and then the bolts into the top of the wheel well for these sides, and then the cage can come out, and then we can put the new one in. But before we do, I've also got to take the side bar off there, so I'll do that with the door open on the other side. And then we'll take the seats out, get the new ones, talk to you guys a little bit about that in a bit. But hell yeah, we're nearly done. This sucks. Oh, this is so exciting, being able to take this cage out. Oh, what a mission this has been. I can't imagine what it's going to be like putting one in. Man, you couldn't pay me to want to do this. Oh, hey, I wonder if this fire extinguisher is still like in date. Should kind of look at that, because that'd be like cool freebie, right? Put that on the new cage. But we still got to get the main hoop out, and the rear supports the 6-point part that bolts into the top of the I don't know. I don't even know, the wheel wells. That's the word I was looking for. These guys got to come out, so we'll have to get Ako-chan to jump in here and do that for me while I get under the car and take the wheels off and do that. But for now, we got the main part out at least. Gonna start taking out the driver's seat, I think. Oh, I'm so excited to get this seat out. Probably the most incorrect way ever to get the seat out. It's done. I took the harness out with it. Ugh. Hey, these are cool. What are Williams harnesses? Never heard of those before. Maybe it's some cool retro brand. Ah, it's not Williams, it's Willens. I've never heard of Willens harnesses. Does that company even still exist? Or am I just like doing a big oof right now and should know what Willens is? Is that like some retro cool old Japanese rare parts company? It's kind of cool. I like it. Too bad that this expired though for FIA in 2005. So if that's any correlation to when this was last competing in drifting competitions and it won Gakudori, was back around that time. Actually, it was before 2005. But anyways, all right, we got one seat out. I think we got to do the next one now. Update, guys. I got the, oh man, how is this gonna come out? I guess I just kind of pull it forward, but I got the rear arms out, and these are all disconnected, so I should just be able to like fold it forward and get it out. I'll have to put the camera down, it looks like, but we're nearly there, nearly got the cage out. Well, after a bunch of kicking and screaming, I got the main hoop out. That was not fun in the slightest. So never again, guys, never again. Well, we got to do it on the 33. Well, we got to install a cage on the 33, and we got to install another cage back into that thing. I'm going to take a quick break, enjoy some oolong cha, which for some reason I didn't grab before I sat down, so that was a bad decision. But enjoy some oolong cha, sit down, relax for like 10 minutes. And then I guess we'll get the new cage and the new seats and go from there. And now it's time for the most exciting part of this video, and that is to tell you guys about my new sponsor here in Japan. I am so excited to be working with such a legendary Japanese company like this. And the fact is none of this would have happened without Oka-chan. This company is one of Oka-chan's like standing longest sponsors. So for it to kind of like flow down to me now is absolutely incredible. So I do want to say thank you very much to Oka-chan and Yashio Factory for the hookup. But without further ado, a lot of you guys did guess it in the comment section of the last video. So give you all selves a nice pat on the back. I'm way too excited to show you this. Let me show you in the background. My brand new Bride Zegas 3-seat for the driver's seat. We got more to come for the passenger in the future, but for now, driver's seat, let me give you an up-close personal look at it. So right off the bat, you guys are probably thinking that this is a Bride or a Brid Lomax series seat. By the way, correct pronunciation is Bridto, but we're gonna say Bride because that's how we call it in Western world. But this is actually called a Ziga, a Zig seat. So it's pronounced as like Zig, and 3 Type R is this particular model, and this is also got some special padding and stuff that Oka-chan kind of asked them to put in to suit like his custom kind of style and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. Has a whole bunch of extra padding here and stuff for back support, and comes with like another cushion and things like that. But I'm not going to probably need that cushion unless I break this one. I don't know, it depends. I have long legs, so they kind of threw that in so it wasn't so long and it was a bit shorter, as you can see there. So we'll play with that. But I am so excited to be working with such a legendary Japanese company like Bride. This is like literally a dream come true, and I cannot thank Oka-chan enough for putting me in contact with them in this way. The fact that we're going with Bride now in all of my cars is just unbelievable. This is going in here. We're going to be working with them and obviously doing a few videos in the future as well, just to show you guys why you should always pick Bride over any other aftermarket seat manufacturers. I've tried all of the previous ones when I was looking to buy one for my Skyline. The only seat manufacturer that I could find that suited my body type was Bride. So out of every other seat on the market, these guys are number one in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of your guys' opinions too. So yeah, really happy to be working with them. I mean, I could stand here and talk about it all day, but I think we just need to install it in the car. I'm sorry I'm flexing on you guys so much, but I am just way too excited today. Today has been an amazing day. So just to quickly run through everything that we got here. Genuine low, like kind of low Bride rails. Like it sits the seat as low as it can to the floor in the car. As you can see, the authenticity certificates are here. If ever you buy any Bride seats, if they don't come with authenticity certificates with serial numbers that you can search on Bride's website, they're fake. They're not genuine. Also, other things to look for is this sticker. If you don't have, come on camera, come on Canon, please focus. If you don't have this sticker on your Bride seat, it's most likely a fake. There's also other genuine seals and holographic stickers like this. So that's another quick way to look out for fakes as well. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, Bride Japan. Thank you so much, Oka-chan and Yashio Factory. I am way too pumped. Let's get this thing installed, show you guys how easy it is and what it looks like in the cabin. Okay, so I got everything bolted up, the rails and everything ready to pretty much put the seat in the car. Got the seatbelt clicky thingy on there as well. I'm not sure what the proper name is for that. But time to put this thing in. I'll put the camera inside. We'll get the thing rolling. And let's get this thing in there and see what it looks like. Gosh. There we go. All right. Oh. Okay, so you're probably noticing a change in quality, and that's because my camera died and the built-in charger for the G7X Mark III isn't working, so I can't even charge it. So thanks again, Canon. But we got the seat installed, everything's all hunky-dory here. Let me show you. All bolted in, mounted up perfectly. I probably just need to go over and just tighten all the nuts and bolts on like the seat just to make sure everything's all nice and tight before we're done. But everything fits in perfectly as expected for such an awesome seat. And we're pretty much done for today. So we're gonna send her up, say goodbye to her for the night. Probably not going to see her till next week now. But up she goes. This lift is seriously old school. I lift this up, this little thing here, and then that makes it go up. It's kind of nostalgic. I like it. I actually want to show you guys this. So there's a USB-C port here, right? USB-C, right? And I have a USB-C, like USB charger here, right? Just using like an iPhone charger that goes to USB-C port, right? Now this charges any other device I have that has USB-C, but it won't charge this. So I don't know, maybe it's meant to get like the full 18 watts like USB-C charge or something, but it won't charge the battery. So the only day I forgot to bring spare batteries with me, I left this on the dashboard recording while I was installing the bride seat, and it went flat. So rip me. All right, so all cleaned up and packed up now, got all the tools put away. And before I leave, just look at how sexy this looks. Nice Borg Warner turbo tucked in there, low mount, a little bit of bracing happening inside there. This beautiful Yashio Factory exhaust manifold. Oh man, I also love that the Borg Warners have the blow-off valve like built into the compressor housing there. It's super cool. It's so weird filming on my iPhone. I hate this. A little spinny spin. This customer's, it was actually very interesting when we pulled it down because it needed a new head. Well, and the head needs to be rebuilt and sent off, but it's faster to just put another head that they had sitting here that was refurbished off another engine. So that's gone on there, but we discovered when we did it that the block itself was actually a S14, S15 block, and they had sealed off like the VCT port for the oil feed. So it was really interesting. It was like, wait, what? This is not what it was supposed to be. So it was funny. I mean, it had to be there kind of thing, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye to Fukasawa-san, and Oka-chan's already gone home. He went home early because he's not feeling too well. So hopefully this thing will be driving maybe in another week or so, and then off to the paint booth. I don't know how much longer we're going to spend on it. We got the seat in. We've got to do interior and roll cage next. So probably going to end up taking the seat out and everything all out. We got to take the dashboard out because the roll cage that Oka-chan has actually goes into where the vents are all the way at the back. It doesn't go in front of it. So we're going to have to cut holes on the dash for that as well. Lots of fun things happening. I also still haven't bolted this up. So Oka-chan's body kit actually bolts into the front rad support here. The little 10mm M6 bolts that go into there. This actually bolts in there. So I need to do that still as well. That'll stop it from moving around. I love his front bar. Like seriously, it's so secure. Very keen on that, how it bolts in at the bottom. Anyways, I'm talking a lot. So I'm gonna say goodbye to Yashio Factory. And I'll probably do my outro with the G7X once I get home and put a fresh battery in it. So for now, I'm gonna jump on the faithful old Steed Skyline out here and head home. So back home, charged up the battery just to shoot this outro. And I'm so frustrated at Canon for the G7X Mark III and how much of a fail it was. I'm such a preacher when it comes to don't buy, new tech gear when it comes out right away. Wait like a couple months. But with the G7X Mark II and the issues with the lens and all the dirt in there, I was like, you know what? I'll just buy the new one because it came out just as I was about to buy a new G7X Mark II, and I was like, why not just get the newer one with all the cool new features? But on the bright side, Canon has put out a statement saying they are going to release an update that's going to fix all the issues with the autofocus, plus fix some of the bugs and issues with charging not working and stuff. Also, I did get a whole new lens. This is the old lens actually for my G7X Mark II, but just as I was putting the G7X Mark II back together, I accidentally tore a little ribbon cable for the touchscreen, so the screen doesn't work, but it records and everything fine. So I can't really use that until the new ribbon cable comes in later on this week. So we will be able to go back to that in a little bit, which will mean autofocus is fixed and everything, and we'll be fine. But that's obviously until Canon releases the update for the Mark III, because the Mark III is going to be a much better camera. It's got external audio, it can do 4K, it can do slow-mo, it can do a lot of cool stuff. I just, hurry up Canon, release it. I know this video outro is turning into me just talking about tech stuff, but seriously, this is another oof by Canon. Why is it that if you have to replace the lens on one of these things, it's a full module? Like the sensor and everything is attached to it. You can't disassemble this. This is the whole thing. I had to buy a new one of and replace. And I couldn't even get it through Canon. I had to go through suppliers in China. Fun times. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. S15 is coming a long way. Can't wait for next week. We got a whole bunch more cool stuff to do on that thing. It's just progressing so fast. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you thought in the comment section, and I'll catch you all. Actually, you know what? I want you guys to tell me. Tell me in the comment section if you've ever been caught out by buying something brand new by a company like I have with this Canon G7X Mark III. Anyways, peace out, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Ja mata.